obviously you're a big Azure shop, Absoft and Azure, that really is a massive part of your partnerships. How is the single pane of glass across, obviously some customers are still on-prem, some are in Azure. Is Avantra helping you with that hybrid deployment scenario within your customer base?
Yeah, so certainly the majority of the customers that we manage and have in Avantra are in Azure, but we do have quite a few that are on-prem as well with the customer networks. So certainly the product works well on them both. The standard functionality in Avantra for doing for example, the stopping and starting the SAP system. So it doesn't sound like a big thing, but again, that's something that we previously had as a home developed product where we'd do the SAP stop and start, which is connecting to like one big heap of APIs, then connecting to the database to stop and start that, and then connecting to the Azure platform to stop and start the VM. And of course, that's the important bit for cost. Now,
of course,
doesn't sound like much, but you make that and it works for one customer, and then you deploy the same code somewhere else. And of course, they're using a different database or the different version of one of the SAP APIs, and then it all fails. So you've got to then change the code, and then it changes what should be a trainee job into a senior job, because you've got to fiddle with code, etc. So the fact that Avantra can do that stopping and starting of those machines is in itself something that we just don't need to worry about anymore. That button's just there, so we can hit it. Brilliant. We can give the customer to the button. Give the button to the customer, and they can press it. We've got that ability just built in, which has been very, very helpful in itself for that product. But we've also built quite a few custom checks in Avantra as well that connect to other Azure APIs for doing things like backup monitoring and so on. So to go to your point there about the single pane of glass, everything that we need from Azure for running an SAP system in Azure, we can pull through into Avantra, and we do get that single pane of glass. And in some cases, you mentioned on-prem there, but we actually have customers who run their own Azure as well. So what we do in those cases is they actually get the Avantra alerts about Azure problems, go straight to the customer. Brilliant. And they don't even come to us. So that's been a good efficiency saving there as well.